Reality Al-Mahdi, this channel is spreads light. Enjoy the blessed words of the well-guided Imam here on Reality Al-Mahdi.
Now for the realities, the one which concerns us is that which he granted to Mawlaya Shaykh Tijani Sharif. When all participants are present at the hadaratul ilahiya, everybody should be present. For those who think that there are competitions, it is only his arrival that is announced. Why is it announced? When he enters, it is not enough just to see him arrive, but it benefits the elect of Allah present. What is very astonishing is that even before the angel who must announce his arrival does so, each chosen of Allah present already feels his coming because it is his soul that becomes aware of it. The one who performs a zikr to the point of reaching the state called the state of trance, his trance is taking him to the point of thinking that the person does not have all his faculties. It is far superior trance that steers the soul's drawing present when Mawlaya Shaykh Tijani Sharif make his entry into the hadaratul ilahiya. The announcement is then made, accompanied by the opening of all the doors. All the people who were commenting in places are silent. In reality, they did not keep silent on their own, but it was their soul that imposed silence on them. In the Shahada world, it happens that a person speaks and after a while, you ask them to be quiet to listen to you. But in the Ghaib world, your power dictates your voice. If you want to be listened, a person who speaks after a while will have the sound of his voice cut off. You will then have a free rein to say whatever you have to say, and only after that, his voice will start playing again and be able to continue as usual for interrupting a zikr. It is because all voices have been silenced. Only when Mawlaya Shaykh Tijani Sharif enters the hadaratul ilahiya, there is no noise. He enters with his spiritual greatness. It is by spiritual greatness that a person when walking lifts the foot, chants the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as does the sand, then rests his foot. If you do not have the spiritual greatness, you will think, when you lift your foot to walk, that you are the only one doing the zikr, and that it is not the case with the sand. There is a level of holiness when it is reached by a chosen of God. The ground reproduces the zikr of this chosen one. This is why Mawlaya Shaykh Tijani Sharif practices a calm walk with a face and his character that we know him, his power and his physical strength sufficiently apparent for everyone to notice. When he enters the room, all eyes are focused on him. Those who are looking at him at this precise moment access a clarity of their vision that he would not have had if he had not entered the room, and continues his walk up to the height of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, who hugs him. And as a wise man said, there is a man given his dimension if the Prophet takes him in his arm. Any other person who will express praise will do it just out of dynamism, but he will know that the Prophet is better than him. From the spiritual point of view, there is no spiritual organization as large as this one. Nevertheless, he continues to walk. Those who are present follow him with their gaze to his illustrious seat. Everyone is seated in their chair. Each participant seated in his place can perceive with his hand the remaining space of his chair. However, as large as his chair may be, when Mawlaya Shaykh Tijani Sharif sits on it, he fills it to the point of leaving no space where it is possible to put a hand. To contemplate this image, we can better understand the expression Ar-Rahman al-Arshi istawa, which brings us to understand that it is in this expression, when it comes to an equivalence between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his throne Arash, it only refers to a way of speaking, because no world can contain Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nor space, nor any reality. So each time he manifests himself through a representation derived from a tributary and chooses whomever he wants to make him look like his representation. Everyone is free to learn what there is to learn, to understand what is there to understand. But in no case this truly understand Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he who is the Khatmiya, when he sits fully, occupies his chair and leaves no room for a hand to be introduced.
The revolution of lights with the one and only Imam al-Mahdi al-Muntazar.